morning, friends and subscribers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, yesterday was a little bit of a rainy day, and I wasn't able to get outside and vlog, so I thought, what can I do instead? So I came up with the idea to do a story time about my work, because I haven't really talked to you guys much about what I do outside of YouTube and outside of Color Guard. So I thought maybe that would be a good thing. So today I'm going to tell you guys the story of how my coworker got arrested. So I work at this Indian restaurant that's a couple blocks away from my house, and I do takeout there, so I get to put all of the to-go orders in bags and all things like that. It's a small restaurant, it's very like a local business, and the staff is pretty small, so we're all like pretty close to each other. I started out there as a busser, but they decided they wanted to have me on takeout instead because I actually spilled water all over a guy. I felt so bad about it. He was fine with it, but I was just not like cut out for like holding glasses and like being near people. They're like, yeah, we're gonna stick you in the bag and you're gonna answer the phone. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing takeout because I really don't have to talk to too many people. Mostly just like the staff rather than the customers, which is great because customers can be wild. Even on takeout, customers can be so like picky and annoying and just crazy, and it's so much better just not having to deal with them. So I had this one coworker who created a lot of drama at work, not because he was a dramatic person, but just because of this like love triangle that he was involved in at work, and that's pretty much where this whole story stems from. So basically, there's the manager, there's the other takeout girl who's not me, and there's this busser guy who's like the end point of this love triangle, and he's the one who ended up getting arrested. But there's this like whole convoluted story. So it started out when the other takeout girl had a summer fling with like the manager, and they were like kind of together and they were doing like whatever, you know. Nobody really like cared, but we all like knew what was happening because like it's pretty obvious when something like that's happening. Like you spend so much time with your coworkers that you kind of know everything about them. Everybody just shares information because you're all there like every day. So basically, they were together, or together as you would call it, and the other busser guy liked the takeout girl too. So he was kind of jealous of the manager because he wanted to be with her, even though he was like a lot older than she was. He was like 10 years older than she was. Like, she's like 19 and he's like 29, which is weird because the manager is only like, you know, not that much older at all. Like, so it was this whole thing. And so one day, the busser man texts the manager and is like, I know what you're doing, I know all this stuff, blah, 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 about, you know, about the takeout girl. And so the manager just writes back and is like, you're fired. So I was just like, oh my god. And like, to me, like, this guy, this busser guy, was like always so nice to me. He'd be like, oh, hey, Abby, and like, he was just so like cool about everything. Like, I never saw him as being like angry or crazy. But the wildest part was that he was already on parole for something. He had like the parole anklet, and one time at work, the cops showed up. It was crazy because you don't expect the cops to just show up at your restaurant like out of nowhere, like looking for your coworker, like. And so apparently they had come because he had certain like boundary, like geographical restrictions, like he couldn't go like outside of like his house and like certain parts, and so the restaurant wasn't part of the boundaries of his like parole, I guess. And so they didn't know that he worked there, and they came to get him, and I was like, oh my gosh, like everything was so crazy. And so anyway, so now that the manager fired him, we all thought, oh, okay, everything's okay now, like he's gone, we don't have to worry about it, there's no more law enforcement involved, there's no more love triangle, right? Wrong. So instead of it resolving the entire issue, the fact that he got fired made everything 10 times worse. So fast forward to like a couple weeks later, and we're all at this staff meeting, and the owner of the restaurant is there, and we do our normal thing, like we're eating the food, and we're like, you know, the monthly specials, and we're talking about all of our like ratings and stuff for that month. And then we all disperse and we go start our jobs because it's, you know, time to open the restaurant. And I'm already back in the kitchen, like stocking the containers and everything, and somebody walks in and they're like, yeah, she needs us back out in the restaurant. And I was like, what? So we go back out and she's like, oh yeah, by the way, that busser man wrote like a super threatening letter from jail to the manager saying that he was gonna kill him. So basically the busser man wrote this like delusional letter like from prison, because I guess he got arrested after his parole incident. I'm not really sure why he was arrested, but he was in jail, and he said like, I'm gonna send my people to go like beat you up. And so we literally had to have the owner of the restaurant tell us that if we ever saw him on the premises to immediately call the cops. So like now our manager, he filed a report with the police. He was like scared for his life, all because of this one girl. Because of a girl. Like, that's honestly so crazy to me. Like, they were like fighting. And the thing is, the manager wasn't even like fighting. It was just this busser like getting like way out of line about it. Anyway, that was one of the wildest times I had, but I can't even say that that's like the most wild thing that happened at work, because there are so many things that happen at work on a regular basis that are just mind-blowing. And you know, I'm not saying that my work is the most dramatic workplace, but from what I've heard from my friends, like, there is so much more drama at my work than there is at most other people's. Like, it's a lot of stuff like, he likes her and she likes him and him, blah, 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 blah. Like, all this like sneaky, underhanded stuff that like nobody wants to talk about. To finish the story, the busser man, never came back to the restaurant. I've never seen him again. And even though he was, like, it's honestly kind of sad because he was so nice to me. Like, I can't even tell you, like, imagine just, like, some person who's, like, very cordial, very pleasant. Like, I can't imagine him, like, being delusional and being in jail. And now well, at least when it happened, the letter was literally hanging up in the manager's office for everybody to read. Just like a trophy. Like, yep, here it is, my death threat, like, hanging up in the office. Which I thought was weird, but hey man, whatever. I don't know if it's still there because I don't go in the manager's office, but for all I know, it's still thumbtacked to a corkboard somewhere next to like our 5-star ratings. I have so many more work stories that I could tell you guys, so if you want to hear them, comment down below. I can read 1-star ratings that's been left for our restaurant. I can talk about the rice pudding incident, but I don't want to talk about the rice pudding incident. But if you guys want to hear it, let me know. And I have so many customer stories, I have so many staff stories, because my work is crazy. So let me know if you guys have had any crazy work experiences, and let me know if you want me to talk more about my crazy work experiences. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that crazy stuff if you want to keep hearing my stories and seeing my vlogs. Hopefully when it's not raining, I'll be able to get back outside, do more fun things, but right now it's January and it's freezing and I have no motivation to do anything. I am in the warm comfort of my home instead. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!